Section 2.4 is found on page 66, and it deals with subtracting integers. Adding them was pretty easy. You just put the negative and the positive ones together and then see what you have left over after they cancel each other out, as found in the earlier tutorial. Subtracting is not that much difficult either. There's just a couple of things to remember. Start with the way we always used to do it before. First thing we have to do is draw 5, or positive 5. Here's the positive. These represent the positive squares. So that's positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, and positive 5. Now, the next thing to look at is we need to subtract or take away 3 of those positives. Now, one way to do it and to show it is to take 3 of the positives. So here's one of them I'm going to get rid of. Here's 2 of them I'm going to get rid of. And here's 3 of the positives I'm going to subtract. So what do I have left in my positives now? I have positive 1, positive 2. So I have plus or positive 2. Now that's really no different or no harder than what was done, say, in grade 2 when you just went 5 take away 3. It gets a little bit harder as the numbers become subtracting negatives. But we'll start again like we started the last one. First we have to take 5 positives, or plus 5. So let's take 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're asked then to subtract. Here's what we do. We subtract 3 of the negatives, or negative 3. Now, they're the red ones. So the problem we have here is we have no negatives. We have plus 5, so how can we take negatives away from it? Well, the only way to do it is to remember that when we had 2 of these put together like this, if you remember in the earlier lesson, when we had 2 of these put together, they were called 0 pairs. In other words, they didn't really mean anything. They canceled each other out. This was minus 1 and this was plus 1. And they cancel each other out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of each to it. Now remember, this is still plus 5. I just added a 0 pair to it. I'm going to add another one to it. There. And then I'm going to add one more. So remember, this is still plus 5 because these represent 0. These don't mean anything. So now I want to take away 3 negatives, or 3 minus blocks. Now I do have 3 minus blocks to take away. So I'm going to take this one away, and he's gone. I'm going to take this one away. That's 2 of them gone. I'm going to take this one away. That's 3 of them gone. Now when I add up what I have left over, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 blocks left over. So my answer is 8. And since they're positive, they're plus, my answer is plus 8. The final example is when you have a negative 5 subtract another negative number. So let's start off like we did before. Let's show negative 5. So here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. There we go. And the next part says I need to take away or subtract 3 of those negatives. So I'm going to circle the ones I want to get rid of. So there goes 1, there goes 2, he's gone, drawn arrows to get away, and there goes 3 of them. When I look at what I have left, I have 1, 2 left, and because they're red, they are negative 2. So that's how you subtract using algebra tiles. in order to come up with the answer.